I hereby convene the 2017-2018 commencement for Pierpont Community and Technical College. This is a joyful celebration for all of us and affirms the central mission and values of our academic community. I call upon Reverend Wibbling to deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. As we gather this grand day, understanding that we come from different places, hold different values, and cherish different beliefs, yet today we are united in gratitude and celebration. In a world where many cannot study, we are thankful for the achievements, degrees, and honors that we celebrate today. In a world where many have no future, we are thankful for the dreams, hopes, and plans that have been nourished in the community of Pierpont. In a world where many have no community, we are thankful for the support of mentors, teachers, family, and friends. As we go on from this amazing day on different paths to different experiences and different destinies, may our gratitude unite us in the desire of using all that we are and all that we have for the common good, so that the reasons to be thankful will fill every life. May our gratitude on this great day grow into peace for each and freedom to live, work, and serve throughout all our days. Amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of the Board of Governors, faculty, staff of Pierpont Community and Technical College, I welcome all of you to our graduation ceremony. Welcome parents, spouses, children, families, and friends. We greet our members of the classes of August, December 2017, and May 2018. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have served our country in the armed forces. Would all graduates who are veterans please stand and be recognized? Would all graduates who have family members who have served or are currently serving please stand and be recognized? And finally, would all veterans of those who active duty who are joining us as guests this evening please stand and be recognized? We appreciate your service and the sacrifices you have made for our country. Thank you all. You go ahead and clap. A graduation ceremony is one of the most memorable events in anybody's life. This comes at the end of a long journey of academic and social preparations. Students, this ceremony tells you that you are now prepared to achieve your life goals. I must remind you that you are the most powerful generation in human history. You are powerful because you have the most amazing technology at your command, which no other generation could even dream of. Make sure you know that you are different than all other generations. Make sure you use that power. If you don't, it will all be wasted away. Make sure you use it for grand purposes and not squander it away for silly purposes. Get ready to make all the impossible possible. You can create a new world which no other generation can do. Our present world has many problems: unemployment, poverty, unnecessary deaths, and the absence of simple and almost costless health services. You can change it all. That's what this graduation ceremony is all about. It tells you that you are ready to get into action. Go ahead and create a world which will be different, which will be better. May your vision and your love not just change the world, but make the world of change for everyone else that you can. In a few words, college is hard. College is hard, and that is why a college degree or certificate is valuable and maintains its value. A skilled and educated workforce equates to a healthier economy. Pierpont is preparing students for careers in high demand, high wage paying jobs right here at home. College is hard, and that's why so many of our graduates here tonight already have great jobs lined up. College is hard, and so that is why not everyone who started with these graduates has made it to this graduation. College is very hard, and these graduates have worked very hard to succeed and be honored here tonight. The graduation of these students is a big deal, and having a college degree will be a big deal throughout their lives. And so, as we proceed through our ceremony this evening, I urge both the graduates and everyone here with them to take in the beauty and the meaning of the rituals, to listen to and remember the words of our speakers, and most of all, relax. Take a slow breath and enjoy our ceremony, a ceremony that honors those who have achieved the Pierpont level of excellence and so clearly demonstrates what we mean by Pierpont pride. Congratulations to all of you for qualifying to attend this evening's graduation ceremony. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce those that are joining us today on the platform. Seated in the first row, we have Dr. Jerry Baca, the Dean of the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology. Reverend Maria Wibbling, our campus pastor for the Wesley Foundation. Mr. Michael Wade, Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Mr. Warren Chip Van Allsburg, Chairman of the Pierpont Board of Governors. Dr. Lynn Latner, our commencement speaker. Mr. James Elliott, Chairman of the Pierpont Foundation. Ms. Lila Grandstaff, Vice President for Student Service and Enrollment Management. Seated in the second row, we have Ms. Amanda Hawkinsberry, President of the Classified Staff Council. Dr. Carrie Kaffendachter, Faculty Senate President. Mr. David Bailey, Dean of the School of Human Services. Ms. Vicki Finley, Dean of the School of Health Careers. Mr. Dale Bradley, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Rob Linger, Vice President for Information Technology. And Mr. Eugene Steve Leach, Vice President for Organizational and Development. There are many people who wish to bring congratulations and greetings. Pierpont Community and Technical College is supported by the Pierpont Foundation. The purpose of the foundation is to work with alumni and benefactors who support our programs of study, faculty, students, to provide equipment, scholarships, and educational opportunities. This evening, Mr. James Elliott, Chairman of the Pierpont Foundation, bring you greetings.
Thank you. Dr. Moore, honored guests, parents, and graduates, it is my pleasure to be here today as chairman of the Pierpont Community and Technical Foundation. I address you on this great day for Pierpont because it is graduation day. It's a great day because you are closing one chapter in your life and opening a new one. I hope that while you were here, you really enjoyed the chapter that you just wrote. As I mentioned, I'm from the foundation, and we are very proud to help you with your college experience. This year, we gave out almost $500,000 to 480 different students. We're very proud to help you with your education. You are all special people to us here at Pierpont. You make us very proud to call us your graduates. With your success in the future, you will continue to make us proud. Almost like parents that have a son or a daughter that does something great, they always say, "That's my son," or "That's my daughter." We will be saying, "That's one of our graduates." All we ask is please don't forget us. Our mission is to help students. We help students just like you. If you could help us, please stay in contact with us. Thank you, and congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Mr. Elliott. Pierpont Community and Technical College is guided by a board of governors. These representatives dedicate hours of service and expertise without any compensation other than the personal reward of supporting the success of the community college. The board has been very supportive and committed to the success of our community college students. This evening, Mr. Chip Warren Van Allsburg brings you greetings on their behalf.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. On behalf of the Pierpont Community Technical College Board of Governors, I'd like to wish you all a good evening and extend a warm congratulations out to our graduates this evening and especially to the families that have supported these students. I'm going to keep my remarks very brief as we have some much more talented speakers than I did to come to you tonight. The only thing I want to mention is that 23 years ago, I walked across this stage and I never imagined I'll be back up here again in this capacity. And a lot of that has come from people encouraging me to give back to my community. So as a member of the Board of Governors, I've taken my business acumen and what I've learned in my career to benefit the institution, to make it a better place, to make it a better education for our students and for future students. So I have to echo Rusty Elliott's comments that please give back to the foundation because it is something that does help students cover that gap sometimes so they can complete their education. So thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Chip. Mr. Nathan Rakestraw, Program Coordinator for our Petroleum Technology, will now introduce our student speaker. Nathan. For a minute, Nathan, I thought you were not here. I'll say, oh boy, what do I do now?
I look around here tonight, I see a lot of happy faces there. I see the students that are anxious to start a career shortly. I see moms that are very smiling because of the accomplishments of their child. And then for the dads that are smiling, I see them thinking that they get somebody off the payroll. So from a dad that has graduated children, the answer to that is maybe. So I'm here to introduce the class of 2018 student speaker for Pierpont Community and Technical College. Skylar Mallory is graduating today with an associate in applied sciences and petroleum technology. He hails from Augusta, West Virginia, and graduated in the top 10 of his class from Hampshire County High School in 2016. After considering options to pursue a mechanical engineering degree, he decided to focus on a technical career path. With his stellar academic record, he was able to apply for and receive the prestigious Blair and Sue Montgomery Scholarship. Not only has he completed all the required program classes, but took more advanced electives with a resulting perfect GPA. Most recently, he was the recipient of the Most Outstanding Student in the program. He displays academic leadership in the classroom and sets standards for other students. Outside the classroom, he is an active participant in Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, as well as the Chi Alpha Campus Ministries. As a result of a successful summer internship this past year with Dominion Energy, he was offered a position with the Dominion working at a compressor station. In his free time, he enjoys everything outdoors, tinkering on old cars. Skylar, please come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Rakestraw, for that introduction. You know, I was watching a Harvard graduation video online to prepare for this a few days ago, and the guy talking, he was using so many big words so fast, I don't even think he knows what he was saying, so I'm going to try to keep it simple. I'm going to try not to put you guys to sleep. So here we are, Pierpont Community and Technical College, class of 2018. Congrats on all of your academic achievements. All of you sitting before me today have achieved the phase of your life and not too many people have had the opportunity to achieve. But yet, in this moment, for some reason you're left wondering, what's next? I once found myself wondering the same thing. A few years ago, I graduated high school and my parents took me to Best Buy to buy a laptop for my graduation present. You may think that I, being a member of this younger generation, would know a thing or two about computers. Well, you'd be wrong. I walked into Best Buy and the Geek Squad talked to me and I felt like they were speaking some type of other language. After leaving Best Buy, my dad and I were sitting on the car waiting on my mom to get her Starbucks coffee. And I asked my dad, Dad, have you ever walked into a store like Best Buy and kind of felt out of place? My dad looked at me and smiled and he said, I know exactly what you mean. That place is full of nerds. We laughed and my dad continued, I may not know anything about computers, but if I walked up to them and asked them if they knew the firing order of all Ford small block 289s, they would not be able to tell me that the firing order was 15426378. Now I know what you're thinking. This kid is graduating college and he doesn't even know how to count to 8. But I promise you, that's the right firing order. And you know what? I was pretty impressed in that moment that my dad could spit that off that fast. But I realized something else. I realized that every occupation must work together to make society function. The Geek Squad selling us computers is just as important as the mechanic who makes sure the truck is running properly to get the computer to the store. I could go on and on about all the types of jobs involved in this process, but the point I'm trying to make is the world needs you, whether you think so or not. No matter what your talents are or what your educational background is, there is a place for you in the world, and not one of us can do it without the other. It is easy to look at the imperfections of humans and think negatively about our ability to make an impact on others and society. But I tell you that it is actually these imperfections inside us that reveal our true beauty. The true beauty of life is the fact that we have been graciously given the free will since the beginning of time by God to make our own choice. We can choose to do our best to fix our imperfections and make a difference in the world, or we can choose not to. You decide your own fate. All you have to do is be willing to be used for the greater good for all those around you. With that being said, there is no guarantee that you will go through this life smoothly without facing challenges and adversity. And you know what? Sometimes you just may have to tough it out and lower yourself to driving a Chevrolet Tracker after you wreck 2 other trucks. That's a low blow to have to drive a Chevy. But in all seriousness, people will try to tear you down, and you will face obstacles. My advice on how to handle obstacles like these in your life is to simply look at Jesus as the example. The first way he taught us to handle challenges is to take the hits that life gives you and just turn the other cheek. It doesn't matter if you're being spit on or beaten, belittled or betrayed, cursed at, or just completely humiliated. Sometimes you must ignore all the noise around you and all the abuse that happens to you and just keep moving forward. Life is about how hard you can take a beating and not how hard you can give a beating. You have to stand firm in what you believe and not let the actions of others dictate your own. The second way Jesus taught us to overcome obstacles is to take a stand for what you believe. Taking a stand is not a flashy show, it's not a knockdown dragout, and it's not protesting alongside the street. The world is full of people who do wrong and think they do right. Sometimes, for the betterment of others around you, you have to take a stand for what is right and correct those who do wrong. I like the way the movie Captain America Civil War put it. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right, even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree and say, no, you move. Taking a stand is an action. It is getting in the ditch and grinding it out on the front lines until the end because you are certain that something needs to change. You know what? Sometimes you just may have to use a pipe wrench as a hammer no matter what the safety man says. Some of you parents may be thinking, well, what do you do here that makes you different than any other college? That's an interesting question, and I have an even more interesting answer. We may not make things like Iron Man's suit or Captain America's shield, but you know what we do here at Pierpont? We learn how to get the electricity down the line, and we learn how to get the gas through the pipeline. And you know what? Tony Stark and Steve Rogers can have their fun with their toys, but if it wasn't for us doing our jobs, they wouldn't have their toys in the first place. We're the ones out in the cold, getting your power back on, and we're the ones called out in the middle of the night to start the compressor to give you gas to keep you warm. We were the ones who helped make airplanes fly, and we were the ones who protect the internet from cyber terrorists. We were the ones who take your blood at the doctor's office, and we were the ones who help you recover from your injury. We were the ones who take care of your farm animals when they are sick, and we are the chefs who prepare your food. Not me, that's the culinary arts people. You don't want me preparing your food, I might burn it. In a world that has a desperate need for trained, skilled workers, Pierpont has definitely answered the call. Not only have we learned at Pierpont the skills necessary to take out into the workplace and pursue a promising career, we have learned the importance of coming home from the job safely every day. And in the eyes of the ones who care most about you, I think that is the most important thing that we learn. Class of 2018, as this day ends, your name is called, and you walk across the stage, I encourage that each of you remember your loved ones. Because if it wasn't for the people closest to you, then you probably wouldn't be where you sit today. Most of you have friends or family whom you seem to have an unbreakable relationship with, and the best example that comes to mind when I think of an unbreakable friendship is a relationship between Captain America and lifelong friend Bucky Barnes in Marvel superhero movies. In one of the movies, however, Captain America and Bucky are put at odds with each other because Bucky is brainwashed by the enemy. Captain America figures out how to save the world yet again, but he refuses to continue to fight his best friend. Before receiving the final blow from Bucky, Captain America utters the words, "Because I'm with you to the end of the line." Bucky remembers making that same promise to him once upon a time, and he pulls him from the river. Sounds kind of silly that a movie could teach us something, but there's a lesson to be learned here. How many times has it felt like you were sinking and a friend, a family member, a teacher pulled you up out of the ashes? How many times? Class of 2018, I want you to do something for me today. I want you to go up to your friends and family and hug them and tell them you love them, but I also want you to tell them that you're with them to the end of the line. Not that they think you aren't, but because they could just use the reminder. In this world today, we could all use a reminder that at the end of this life, there is something bigger at stake. So be that person whom someone can say, "I'm with you to the end of the line." Because when we get to the end of this life, all that matters is how we use the opportunities God gave us to hear the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And to see the Creator reaching out his hand to let us know that he was with us to the end of the line, whether we knew it or not. In Max Lucado's book, The Great House of God, he wrote, "The child may have been out of the house, but he was never out of his father's heart. He may have left the table, but he never left the family. Family and friends of students graduating today, they won't abandon you. It doesn't matter what they do or where they go, they never leave the family. They are with you till the end of the line. Same goes for you, Pierpont faculty. We are part of the Pierpont family now. We will always remember what you've done for us, and we will only continue to make you more proud. Pierpont proud. I would like to say a special thanks to Mr. Mills, Mr. Rakeshaw, and Miss Ebert for all that they have done for me and the rest of Pierpont for getting me through college. Trust me when I say that these people were not paid near enough for putting up with me and my classmates the past few years. Thanks also goes out to my classmates and friends who made it fun along the way. And another special thanks goes out to my wonderful family who got me here. Lastly, and most importantly, I would like to thank the Lord for making all of this today possible. Congratulations, Pierpont Community and Technical College, class of 2018. God bless you and your future. And I got to win a bet, so I got to end the speech like this. Not to quote Ron Burgundy, but stay classy, Pierpont.
Thanks, Skylar, and that was great. Congratulations. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you our commencement speaker, Dr. Lynn Tincher Latner, President and CEO of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Phi Theta Kappa is the world's largest and most prestigious international honor society of two-year college students. Phi Theta Kappa was founded in 1918 and is headquartered in Jackson, Mississippi. Phi Theta Kappa has more than 3 million members in more than 1,250 chapters in each state of the United States, U.S. territories, Canada, Germany, and several other nations. Dr. Latner is just the third CEO of Phi Theta Kappa in nearly 100 years. Prior to joining the staff of Phi Theta Kappa, Dr. Latner served more than 20 years in higher education in areas of instruction, information technology, and was the Director of Institutional Research and Planning at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Dr. Latner holds a PhD in Education Leadership from Mississippi State, both a master's and baccalaureate degree in mathematics from the University of Southern Mississippi. She is an honorary member of the Omicron Alpha chapter of Phi Theta Kappa and has been recognized for her work in higher education by the League of Innovation, the Southern Association of Community College Research, and the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools and Commission on Colleges. She serves on the graduate faculty for the School of Education at Mississippi State University. She has consulted with colleges throughout the country on areas such as strategic planning, accreditation, economic impact, information technology, institutional research, and student advisement. Dr. Latner is a regular presenter of innovative research and insights on student success at national conferences such as the American Association of Community Colleges, Achieving the Dream, the National Institute for Staff and Organization Development, and the very prestigious League of Innovation. It is with great honor that I introduce my colleague, my friend, Dr. Latner.
I think I need to shorten that bio. Good afternoon. It's a tremendous honor for me to be here. I first want to give my sincerest congratulations and thanks to the moms and dads and the grandmothers and grandfathers and the sons and daughters and the friends and anyone in the audience who is here tonight to support these graduates. There have been a lot of missed dinners, probably a lot of missed t-ball games and music recitals, but we're all here tonight to confirm that it was all worth it. And also, thank you to the faculty. Thank you for your excellence in teaching and learning and creating these graduates. But it isn't just your instructors that are cheering you on. It's the staff and the financial aid office that they're rooting for you. And it's the campus security keeping us safe while we work and learn. We're all here tonight to celebrate our best work. And finally, cheers to you, the class of 2018. After tonight, you get to call yourself a college graduate. And that is more than a confirmation of your intelligence and your skills and ability. It's a signal to employers that you can finish what you started, you can follow direction, you can prioritize, and you can fulfill long-term goals. In this country, we believe in a lot of things, and one thing is for certain, we believe in college degrees. And after tonight, you'll have one. You know, a commencement speech like this, you know, there are no rules. I can basically say whatever I want, okay? Well, not ever. But in case one of you finds yourself in this position here giving a graduation speech, and as a mathematician, I've studied them, and they typically have this pattern. The first part of the speech is congratulations. Check. We did that, right? And the second part is some advice from the speaker, some advice to you. And I bet you're sitting there thinking, well, what sort of advice does she have to say, and why would I want to listen to her? And you're right, but I just want you to know I do have the coolest and best job on the planet. Think about that. I go around the country and I give out scholarships and awards for a living. So you can't beat that. And when my kids try to tell me what to do, I'm like, you can't beat that. But, you know, just like you, tell me in the audience, let me hear from you, graduates, who's going to be in the medical field after tonight? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Who's going to be in aviation? I see the military honor stoles. Thank you again for your service. What about EMT? What about police? Okay. I won't go any further. How about electricians, energy, polling, you know, okay. Unlike all of those jobs, there is no such thing as an honor society emergency. So trust me, I've got it good. So here's my advice to you. My best piece of advice I can give you is when you get to work, always do the jobs that no one else wants to do. Think about that for a minute. Always be the one to volunteer. I would raise my hand and say, I'll do it. I didn't even know how to do it, but I just said I would do it. And if you're like that, you will go far in life, and maybe you'll be, you know, handing out trophies for a living too. But jobs that no one wants to do, they're typically more difficult. So think about that piece of advice. Another piece of advice I have for you is to always lead from where you are. Leadership. We talk an awful lot about leadership in Phi Theta Kappa, but you do not have to be the boss to be a boss. To me, being the boss of something means doing it and doing it the best possible way you know how at that moment. And, you know, leadership is not a title. It's what we do. Now, females in the audience, this piece of advice is just for you. And I've noticed this over a very long career, but apparently people with the Y chromosome do a little bit better job of negotiating for themselves. So when you get your first job offer, think about this story. True story, just happened. I have 2 jobs open in the United States. They do the exact same thing, just in different parts of the country. Top 2 candidates, 1 man, 1 woman. They had the same level of education, same level of experience, so I offered them the same salaries. And when I offered the salary to the female, she said, I'll take it. And when I offered the salary to the male, he said, I need $5,000 more. I have a family. And I was like, wow, you know, I've got to go to bed tonight paying the female less than male. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you how that story ends, but I want you to think about that. You have to negotiate your value. And females typically have a little more difficult time with that. Not always. I've had some negotiation going on after my story to the staff, and you know, anyway. Next, I'll just leave you at the last piece of advice from my dad. He always said to me, initiative, get you some. Now, this college is vital in this community. This college makes the handoff from high school to the workforce, and it also hands off transfer students to the four-year colleges. And the employers in this area, they respect this college not just because of your hard work, but because of the respect they have of this institution. So from this point on, remember, you're an alumni of this institution. And no matter what your next steps are, make sure you realize you've got your first steps here at Pierpont College. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Ladner. I now call upon Mr. Michael Wade, the Provost for Pierpont Community and Technical College, to present the candidates for certificates and associate degrees.
Candidates for the Certificate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and/or the Associate in Applied Science degree from the Schools of Business, Aviation and Technology, Health Careers, Human Services, and Workforce Development, please stand. President Moore, these candidates have completed the curriculum prescribed for their degrees by Pierpont Community and Technical College. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Office of the Registrar. I present them to you so that you may confer upon them the Certificate in Applied Science, the Associate in Arts, and/or the Associate in Applied Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and Pierpont Community and Technical College, I hereby confer upon you the Certificate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and/or the Associate in Applied Science degree, and admit you to the rights, privileges, prerogatives pertaining thereto. You may now change your tassels.
Graduates, you may be seated. Will the graduates from the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Moore, Mr. Van Allsburg of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors, and Dean of the school, Dr. Jerry Baxa. Trace Chandler Broadwater, magna cum laude. Sean Michael Cochran, cum laude. Nathaniel Edward McKim. Michael Don Menard, summa cum laude. Ryan Matthew Spate. Vanessa Nicole Taylor. Marie Dominique June, summa cum laude. Damian Todd Dennison. Carla May Hilling. Jaleel Howard. Carissa Faith Huff. Lance Garrison Puccio. Nathaniel Thomas Romino. Leah Blair Sears. Sean Matthew Watson. Ty Alexander Yeager. David Joseph Gluss. Tyler Mark Ash. Shelby Shane Cook. Derek Allen Efall. Christopher Daniel Kynes. Christina Rebecca Rogers. Tyler John Turnbull. Aiden Mitchell Allum. Sean Michael Bingaman. Robert Michael Hollins. Will the graduates from the School of Health Careers please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Moore, Mr. Van Allsburg of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors, and Dean Miss Vicki Finley. Leslie Ann Jenkins, cum laude. Kendra Brooke Myers. Mariah Madison Pototsny. Polly Ann Snyder. Emily Marie Spielman. Bethany Ann Adams. Casey Marie Beal. Angela Marie Boone. Sierra C. Butcher. Autumn Brianne Daft. Cassie Marie Dobbins. Michaela Noel Funk. Kathy D. Gower. Aretha L. Harold. Caitlin Beth Hollinsworth. Carrie Jarvis. Rebecca Ann Kistner. Ellen Marie Knotts. Alexis Danielle Mayfield Hawkins. Cassidy Renee Rodriguez. Danielle Victoria Claypool. Christ R. Mincer. Amanda Elaine Channel, cum laude. Faith Joanne Coleman. Shayla Nicole Curry. Olivia Jordan Nisley. Rebecca Lynn Long. Veronica Mendez, summa cum laude. Anita Joe Roberts, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Utter. Chelsea Lynn Borman. Matthew David Cartwright. Hannah Ray Cooper. Caitlin Alexis Foltz. Amanda Sue Hauderschelt. Jessica Raquel Ice, cum laude. Kendra Dawn Lee, cum laude. Paige Ellen Mall. Caitlin May Shorts. Chandler L. Trivelette. Britta Renee Bly, summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Coffendaffer, magna cum laude. Trisha Ann Dakeman. Whitney N. Fast, cum laude. Ashley Morgan Neal Haddix. Jenna Nicole Limley. Callie Nicole Malcolm. Haley Nicole Michael. Brooklyn Deanne Smith. William Thomas Corley. Caitlin Sue Lowther, summa cum laude. Audrey DeMasters Summers, cum laude. Autumn Sarah Lynn Amons. Luray Anna Mary Anderson. Ashlyn Nicole Carpenter, magna cum laude. Amanda Lee Easton. Sarah Ann Howler, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Allen Hockenberry, summa cum laude. Larissa Jean Johnson. Brianna Joyce Schaefer. Courtney Elizabeth Warner. Catherine Ann Wheeler, cum laude. Destiny Nicole White. Amanda Kathleen Wolf. Destiny Marie Wolverton. Will the graduates from the School of Human Services please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Moore, Mr. Kyle Hamilton of the Pierpont Community and Technical Board of Governors, and Interim Dean David Bailey. Emma Jean Clausen. Akila Lynette Ramsey Watson. Miranda Dawn Self. Mackenzie Taylor Tichnell. Abigail Christine Lehman, cum laude. Sierra Brianne Baker. Carolyn Patricia Lejour Pitts. Jennifer Lee Shelford. Jennifer Lynn Tucker. Kimberly Lynn Alt. Danielle Brittany Bryan. Garrett Andrew Crow. Karen Leanne Kaler. Rosine Lohai. Valerie Love. Amanda Jo Masters. Julie Anna Pears McDaniel. Mallory S. Ray. Yvette Luann Wilson. Eloise Vivian Kyle. Derek Michael Maluzio. Mackenzie Joe Thorne. Megan Carol Bailey, summa cum laude. Gwendolyn Shea Bosley. Toriana Simone Horton. Marissa Lynn Jennings, magna cum laude. Alexis Ann Cyberling, magna cum laude. Hallie Elizabeth Stotler. Kelly Diane Wilcox, summa cum laude. Emily Suzanne Williams. Sarah Elizabeth Baker. Caleb Braden Band, cum laude. Cynthia Ann Gallagher. Holly Elaine Young, cum laude. Shay Wainomi Amick. Taylor Ann Butcher. Erica Marie Cheney, summa cum laude. Stephanie Dawn Hawkins, magna cum laude. Noah Elijah Hedrick, summa cum laude. Brittany M. Stover, summa cum laude. Heather Brooke Brown. Keisha Danielle White, cum laude. Elena Dawn Mitchell. Bronwyn Sky Feather, cum laude. Will the graduates from the School of Workforce Development please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Moore and Mr. Van Allsburg of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors and Dean of the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology, Dr. Jerry Baxa. Brandon Lee Hamrick. Albert Nathaniel Hardy. Aaron Daniel Colat. Evan Todd Molinax. Darren Vincent Meff. Zachary Clay O'Brien. Seth Michael Carlisle Stickley. Nicholas Swartz. Ryan Andrew Earl, cum laude. Benjamin Walker Lee. Lane Michael Whiteman. Brent Keith Ash, summa cum laude. Tyler Brian Berry. Trenton Aaron Bills, cum laude. Nathaniel Levi Bollinger, cum laude. Jonathan Earl Kane. Alex B. Clutter, summa cum laude. Austin Matthew Dobbins. Mark Douglas Freed, summa cum laude. Logan Grant Hamilton, magna cum laude. Travis Aaron Hawley. Eric Michael Hickman, summa cum laude. John D. Jobs. David Wayne Kiner. Jared Trent Longwell. Lawson A. Patterson, cum laude. Donald Ray Pethel, magna cum laude. Michael Joseph Poe. Daniel Evan Raper, summa cum laude. Dalton Morgan Russell, magna cum laude. Nathan Tyler Schaefer. Clayton Marshall Stunkard, summa cum laude. Scott Lewis Tacey. Brandon J. Tauber, cum laude. Darren Jeffrey Townsend. Jace Daniel Vecchiola. Wesley James Azinger. Robert Pierce Carpenter. Chad Joseph Heldreth. Christopher Joseph Jividen. Michael Cale Lloyd. Skylar Ryan Mowry, summa cum laude. Austin J. Tingler. Tyler Cole Williams, cum laude.
Oh, man. To all of our graduate recipients today, you have worked hard in the classroom, the laboratory, the studio. I congratulate you on a job well done. All of you are members of the Pierpont family. We hope you will remain connected to this outstanding institution as alumni or students who may pursue another degree. Congratulations and best wishes for good health, great happiness, and future successes. Before we end this celebration of new beginnings, there are several groups of people who should be recognized and thanked. A dedicated faculty and staff who have provided these graduates with superior teaching, advice, guidance, and assistance. With the faculty, staff, and emeriti faculty and staff, please stand and accept the appreciation of these graduates. Thank you all. Students do not achieve degrees and honors alone. They are supported, cajoled, loved, and often financially by others. Therefore, will family members of the graduates please rise so that your sons, your daughters, your husbands, your wives, mothers, and fathers can offer their special thank yous. Finally, I would like to recognize my family. Presidents do not achieve success alone. They are supported, They're loved. Oftentimes, they give presidents very creative ideals, but never get the credit for doing so. So at this time, I would like for my wife, Sequoia, to please stand and be recognized. Now, this is a special request. So I have to call out my daughter's full name to be recognized. Will Jana Olivia Moore please stand and wave to the crowd? Thank you, sweetie. Our ceremony today will conclude after the singing of the Pierpont Community and Technical College alma mater and the recessional. Please remain in your seats until all platform members, faculty, and students have finished participating in the recessional. Following the ceremony, we trust that you will be able to stay and join us for the reception. Please rise and join Ms. Susan Kaffendacker in the singing of the alma mater.
Looking with pride upon our college of choice, Pierpont, our alma mater, lift up your voice. Good showing wears of tear, labor and strife. Your hallowed halls offer up rich to new life. When the path is troubled, we will look inside. Nothing can shake us from our Pierpont pride. When the path is troubled, we will look inside. Nothing can shake us of our Pierpont pride. Building our confidence, we're never alone. Support on our journey, you're our stepping stone. Strong in our heritage, we've changed in our time. Unlocked potential and enlightened our minds. When we meet a challenge, we'll know inside. Nothing can shake us of our Pierpont pride.